Kamaaluddin with Tamaamun Ni'ma, Volume Number 2, Chapter 57, Signs of the Reappearance of Al-Qa'im alayhi salam. Hadith number 1 from Imam Abi Abdullah As-Sadiq alayhi salam. 5 signs will become manifest before the reappearance of the Qa'im alayhi salam. The advent of Yamani and Sufyani, call from the sky, the sinking of Bayda land, and the killing of the pure soul, Nafs Zakiyah. Hadith number 2 from Imam Abi Abdullah As-Sadiq alayhi salam. There will only be a gap of 15 days between the rising of the Qa'im of Ali Muhammad alayhi salam and the killing of the pure soul, Nafs Zakiyah. Hadith number 3 from Muhammad bin Muslim that he said, I heard Imam Abi Abdullah As-Sadiq alayhi salam say, before the rising of the Qa'im alayhi salam, Allah will appoint signs for the believers. I asked, what are those? May I be sacrificed for you? He replied, they are mentioned in the saying of Allah the Mighty and Sublime. That is, before the advent of the Qa'im alayhi salam, the believers will be tested through fear and hunger and loss of property and lives and fruits, and give good news to the patient. And we will most certainly try you with somewhat of fear and hunger and loss of property and lives and fruits, and give good news to the patient. He said, the believers will be tested through fear of the last ruler of Bani so-and-so, hunger through rise in prices, loss of property and lives and fruits means loss in business and agriculture, and give good news to the patient means those who wait for the reappearance. Hadith number 4 from Maymun al-Ban that he said, I was with Imam Muhammad al-Baqir alayhi salam in his tent. He lifted the opening of the tent and said, our wilaya is clearer than this sun. Then he said, a caller will call out from the sky that so-and-so, son of so-and-so, is the Imam, and he would call out his name, while Iblis, may Allah curse him, would call out from the earth in the same way as he had called the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wa on the night of Uqba. Hadith number 5 from Imam Abi Abdullah As-Sadiq alayhi salam. Indeed, the advent of Sufyani is a certain matter, and it shall take place in the month of Rajab. Hadith number 6 from Imam Abi Abdullah As-Sadiq alayhi salam. The call from the sky shall be raised on the 23rd night of the month of Ramadan. Hadith number 8 from Imam Abi Abdullah As-Sadiq alayhi salam. A caller will call out in the name of the Qa'im alayhi salam. I asked, will it be for some people or for all? He replied, it would be for all, and every community will hear it in its own language. I asked, would the opponents of the Qa'im alayhi salam be also called in his name? No. He said, for them, Iblis will call out at the end of the night and put suspicion in the hearts of the people. Hadith number 9 from Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. The son of the liver eater, meaning the Sufyani, will come out from the valley of Yabis. He shall be of medium height. His face will be horrible. He will be fat. His face will be pockmarked. He will be one-eyed. His name will be Uthman, and his father's name will be Anbasa. He will be from the progeny of Abu Sufyan. He will camp in Kufa, where he will sit on the pulpit. Hadith number 10 from Umar ibn Yazid that he said, Imam Abi Abdullah As-Sadiq alayhi salam said to me, if you have seen the Sufyani, you have seen the most horrible man. He is red, blonde, and blue. He will say, my Lord, I will take revenge even if I have to go to hell. The extent of his evil is that he would bury alive his slave mother so that she may not reveal his true ancestry. Hadith number 11 from Abdullah bin Abi Mansur Bajali that he said, I asked Abi Abdullah alayhi salam about the name Sufyani. He replied, why do you want to know his name? When he conquers the districts of Sham, Hams, Palestine, Jordan, and Qanasirin, you wait for the reappearance. I asked, would he rule for 9 months? He replied, no, only for 8 months and not a day more. Hadith number 12 from Abi Sald Harawi that he said, I asked Imam Rida alayhi salam, what would be the sign of your Qa'im alayhi salam when he reappears? He replied, he will be advanced in age, but he will seem like a young man. Whoever sees him will say that he's 40 or less. The rotation of days and nights does not affect him till his last. Hadith number 13 from Imam Abi Abdullah As-Sadiq alayhi salam. The call of Jibreel alayhi salam will come from the sky, and the voice of Iblis will come from the earth. So you must obey the first call and do not pay attention to the second, since it would be to spread mischief. Hadith number 14 from Imam Abu Ja'far al-Baqir alayhi salam. The advent of Sufyani is inevitable. He replied, yes, and the conflict of Bani Abbas, the killing of the pure soul Nafs Zakiyah, the advent of the Qa'im alayhi salam are among the inevitable occurrences. I asked, how would the call be? He said, on the first day the caller will call out from the sky. Indeed, the truth is with Ali and his Shias. After that, Iblis, may Allah curse him, will call at the end of the day that indeed the truth is with Sufyani and his followers. Thus, at that time, those who are inclined to falsehood will fall into doubt. Hadith number 16 from Imam Abi Abdullah as-Sadiq alayhi salam. There will be a call from the sky on Friday Eve on the 23rd of the month of Ramadan. Hadith number 17 from Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam from the pulpit. A man from my descendants would appear in the last period of time. His complexion would be fair with a reddish hue, and he would have a broad stomach. His thigh would be big, and his sides would be broad. He would have 2 moles, one skin-colored, and the other like the seal of the prophethood of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He would have 2 names. One is confidential, and the other popular. His secret name is Ahmad, and his known name is Muhammad. When he hoists and waves his flag, he would illuminate the east and the west. He would stroke the heads of the people. Thus there would not remain any believer, but that his heart would become as strong as a mountain of steel, and Allah the Mighty and High would give each of them the strength of 40 men. And no corpse would remain, but that the celebration of his reappearance would reach its graves, as the believers in the grave also would see him in their graves, and they would greet each other upon the reappearance of the Qa'im alayhi salam. Hadith number 18 from Imam Abi Ja'far al-Baqir alayhi salam. Knowledge of the Book of Allah, the Mighty and Sublime, and the Sunnah of His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam develop in the heart of our Mahdi alayhi salam, just as a plant grows to perfection. Thus, whosoever of you survives till he sees him, when you meet him, you must greet him by the words, peace be upon you, O folks of the house of mercy and prophethood, and the mine of knowledge and the abode of messengership. In another narration, the Imam alayhi salam is saluted as follows: peace be upon you, O remnant of Allah on his earth. Hadith number 20. A man from Kufa asked Imam Abi Abdullah as-Sadiq alayhi salam, with how many men would the Qa'im alayhi salam rise? It is said that he will appear with 313 persons, equal to the martyrs of Badr. The Imam alayhi salam said, he will not appear till he has the required number of people, and that number is not less than 10,000. Hadith number 21 from Imam Ali ibn al-Husayn S.H alayhi salam. The first people to reach the Imam will be 313 persons, equal to the number of the martyrs of Badr. From wherever they start, they shall be in Mecca in the morning. And that is the interpretation of the verse, wherever you are, Allah will bring you all together. And they are the companions of the Qa'im alayhi salam. Hadith 22 from Abdullah bin Ijlan that he said, we were discussing the advent of the Qa'im alayhi salam in the company of Imam Abi Abdullah as-Sadiq alayhi salam. When I asked him, how would we know about this? He replied, when you get up in the morning, a slip of paper will be found below your head with the following written on it: obedience with recognition. And it is narrated that the following shall be written on the banner of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam: the allegiance is for Allah, the Mighty and Sublime. Hadith 23 from Ubayd bin Karb that he said, I heard Imam Ali alayhi salam say, there is a flag for us, and one who goes ahead of it is a transgressor, and one who lags behind it is destroyed, and one who follows it would achieve the truth. Hadith number 24 from Imam Abi Ja'far al-Baqir alayhi salam. A fool from the Bani Abbas will be murdered secretly. The cause of his death shall be that he would have married a eunuch who would slay him when he gets an opportunity. This murder will remain unreported for 40 days before it would be discovered. So the police will go out in search of this eunuch, but they will not return before the downfall of their rule. Hadith number 26 from Imam Ali ibn al-Husayn S.H alayhi salam. The Bani Abbas will establish a city on the banks of the Euphrates. Their kingdom will last for a year after this. Hadith number 27 from Sulaiman bin Khalid that he said, I heard Imam Abi Abdullah as-Sadiq alayhi salam say, The reappearance of the Qa'im alayhi salam will be preceded by two types of death, the red death and the white death. 5 out of 7 people will perish through this. The red death is killing by the sword, and the white death is a plague. Hadith number 29, we heard Imam Abi Abdullah as-Sadiq alayhi salam say, "It will not take place until 2/3 of human population perishes." He was asked, "If 2/3 perish, who will remain?" He replied, "Are you not satisfied that 1/3 will remain?"